Okay, welcome everybody, welcome to the channel, welcome to Banter in the Box, episode 12, game week 7 review. What a week it was. We got the league table highlights, a quote of the week. There was one that was worthy of a manager of the season point this week, and I'll be giving you a manager of the season update. Bottom of the table, this is how it is looking. Nicholas and Nelka, for I think the third week running, were the lowest scorers this week. They're now cut way adrift at the bottom of the table. It's looking bleak for Nicholas and Nelka. Never the Boys dropped 2 places despite a highest weekly total. That's the lowest place Jack has been since the 5th of September 2019. Pez United stayed 26th after scoring a personal highest weekly total themselves and making up the relegation zone. No happy endings, falling 3 places. Debut managers generally struggle, and it is happening for Di as she slips into the relegation zone. Although only 3 managers have currently been nominated. I say only 3 managers, already 3 managers have been nominated to join next season, so only the bottom 3 are actually facing relegation at the moment. But if we do have a 4th or more managers nominated before the 1st of May, then the bottom 4 will be relegated. So Di is in the relegation zone. 23rd place, Clockhouse Rangers scored a personal highest weekly total. They are the joint biggest climbers this week, going up 4 places, and that's a season high for George Moody. Hasn't been as high as 23rd since game week 1, so he's managing to turn it around. Another debut manager struggling, AFC Razor, Ray Poulter, dropping 1 place to 22nd. That's the lowest ever position that Ray has occupied in his debut season. He was 22nd back in game week 2, and he's back there now in game week 7. And in 21st place, falling 1 place, Her Majesty's Secret Cervix, George Irvine, returning after a 15-year absence. He has never ever been as low as 21st in a family fantasy football league table. Things not looking good for George. 20th place, the Big Knobs dropped a place despite a personal highest weekly total. Part of that was because they made a transfer this week, one of 3 managers to delve into the transfer market in game week 7. And in 19th place, Chairman's Choice, the joint highest climbers, up 4 places on the back of a personal highest weekly total. 18th place, Gobi Desert Canoe Club, down 3 places. That's the lowest position Pops has occupied since the 5th of December. 17th place, the Appleys United scored a personal highest weekly total. In 16th place, I've Got Alive, falling into the bottom half. The joint biggest fallers this week, down 4 places. That's the lowest position I've Got Alive has occupied since game week 2. Things not going well for Mops. That's the bottom half of the table. Top half of the table, 12th place, Lyndon's Lovelies climbed 2 places on the back of a highest weekly total. Coldplay United were the joint biggest fallers this week, down 4 places. That's a season low for Martin Maloney. I wondered how long it would be before the wheels fell off. Martin Maloney, debut manager last season, spent all season in the relegation zone, has been doing really well this season, but it's starting to fall apart now. 9th place, Thames Ironworks FC. That's a season high for Darren, up 1 place to 9th. Was last 9th from game week 4. Never been higher than 9th this season, but he's getting there. And then the league leaders all had fantastic weeks. There were highest weekly totals for Sashamas FC in 8th place. Highest weekly total for Benny United in 7th, who was the joint highest climber, up 4 places. He scored a personal highest weekly total of 86 points, was only pipped to the weekly win by goal difference, and that's the highest Benny's been since game week 2. And there was no change in the top 6, though there were highest weekly totals for Poppy's players, Ted and Sam Juniors, the Creed Bratton Society and Hatch United. And Grease Lightning also got a personal highest weekly total. They got the weekly win by virtue of goals scored, the 5th weekly win in just 7 game weeks. It's 7 consecutive weeks at the top now for Alexi Lagos, and they massively extended their lead over second placed Arden Diamonds, who, when everyone around them was keeping pace with Alexi and had a great week, the wheels fell off for Homer, the number 1 rated manager in the Family Fantasy Football League. And that gap, now Alexi is 77 points clear at the top of the Family Fantasy Football League, which is probably why he made the quote of the week this week. Alexi was the manager for October, and when I posted the congratulations on the FFFL Facebook group, Alexi said, "I'll be working on my acceptance speech over the weekend." That's the quote of the week. That is a manager of the season point to Alexi. Talking to manager of the season points, this was the who the fuck is that question last week, and there were 2 manager of the season points on offer. If you could name the 2 Family Fantasy Football League managers in that photo. No points for getting one of them, even if it was correct. You needed to get both of them to get the 2 points. Neil Hatch leading the way in the manager of the season table currently. Thought that was a photo of Clockhouse Rangers manager George Moody, and I've got a life manager Mops Hoxby. I think Mops's ginger perm days are behind her, Neil. Alexi Lagos, not content with walking away with the FFFL title, also wants to win the manager of the season title. Hey, why not? That's a double that's never been done before. It is only the 2nd season of a manager of the season. Alexi thought that was a picture of Clockhouse Rangers manager George Moody and Chairman's Choice manager Jeff Hoxby. Apologies, Alexi, but I've never had ginger perm. But Simon Hoxby, the Big Knobs manager, he thought that was a picture of Clockhouse Rangers manager George Moody and Never the Boys manager Jack Hoxby. And I can reveal that was the correct answer. So well done, Simon. 2 manager of the season points to you. It means the manager of the season table is looking like this. Alexi has gone up to joint 7th on 3 points. Simon has climbed up to joint 2nd on 6 points, but Hatch United manager Neil Hatch is still out in front, still 3 points clear in the manager of the season table. This week's who the fuck is that question is that picture of a current Family Fantasy Football League manager, a 1 in 28 chance getting it right. 1 manager of the season point on offer if you can tell me which Family Fantasy Football League manager that is a photo of. So that's it for this week. The update, I say the update, you haven't got long to get that manager of the season question in, by the way, because international break starts next week, so all the games will happen Friday, Saturday, Sunday. That'll be it for 2 weeks, so I'll be doing the results of game week 8 will go out much earlier than normal, and that probably Monday, maybe even Sunday night, and that will mean that episode 13 of Banter in the Box could be early next week. So don't wait too long to get your guesses in for the who the fuck is that question. Remember, only 1 guess per week per manager. That is it for this week, guys. Until next time, bye bye.